The Seahawks Vikings playoff game just ended. I'm currently seeing a Pete Carroll press conference on King 5. And, you know, I gotta say, even though I'm a Seahawks fan, that it is really unfair for any blame to be put on the kicker of the uh, of the Vikings. You win or lose as a team. He made 3 field goals early, and without those 3 field goals, they're not even in a chance to win that game. And also, the Vikings offense didn't even get into the end zone. People say, well, the kicker has one job. He gets paid a lot of money to make those field goals. And, yeah, he does. But the Vikings offense has a job to do, and that is to get the ball into the end zone. They didn't do that. And it's like Adrian Peterson fumbles the ball. And, you know, fumbles the ball, and then the Seahawks end up scoring, or like that, play with on that bad snap by that went over Russell Wilson's head, and he's in the he goes back. He's about 20 yards. Captain Munderland, he could have just tackled him for a loss, but he went for the big hit. He could have just contained him, and nothing would have came of it. But because he went for the big hit, Russell Wilson managed to get past him and everything, and then that ended up Tyler Lockett. They ended up gaining like 35 yards when it could have been a loss of 20 yards. And again, see, it's games like this why I would not want to be a place kicker, because it's like with Super Bowl 25, Scott Norwood misses that kick, and he people say, well, hey, he's the reason the Bills lost. When you ask any player on the Bills team that, they lost because their defense couldn't get the ball off the field on third down. They allowed the Giants to have the ball for 40 minutes, but nobody ever remembers that the Giants had the ball in Super Bowl 25 for a record amount of minutes. They just remember the fact that Scott Norwood missed that kick. And again, when if the Bills defense could have got the Giants off the field and they had the ball, the Bills offense had it for more than like say 20 minutes, then odds are they win that game, and they're not even in that situation. And the Vikings, they did play a good game, but again, without those 3 kicks that Walsh made in the game, they're not even in the situation to play. They're not even in the situation to where they could possibly win it. And again, if the Vikings offense manages to get in the end zone just on one of those times that they ended up getting a field goal, like the John Ryan bad snap running for not getting the first down on the Seahawks' first possession. If that happened, if they got in the field, they get good field position, but they don't get into the end zone, then but if they get into the end zone just there, and then the two more field goals after that, then they win the game. Then the game's totally different. But they don't score an offensive touchdown. They don't even score a defensive touchdown or a special teams. Then it's not Blair Walsh's fault. Even though I'm a Seahawks fan and I'm glad they won, I feel bad for that guy, because you win or lose as a team. But because of this, it's just always going to be remembered as what the end of this game is going to be remembered as that. And it's like But when you win or lose as a team, this isn't golf, it's football. You know, it's not his fault. But again, I'm a Seahawks fan, so I'm glad they won, but I'm just putting in my 2 cents about, I'm happy they won, but I'm putting in my 2 cents about what happened. But hey, go Seahawks.